I don't know. I don't have an. I don't. He didn't know. I can't wait to hear. But then he said, "I gotta let you go," and it sounded like he crashed his car.
Seriously? Oh my god. I feel bad because this was like his idea to do this tonight.
Yeah, well.
And now it's time for us to digest the lowest rung of pop culture so you don't have to. You're tuned in to the all-new CultureCast. I'm Nick.
I'm the Gorehound.
And I'm Brian.
And this is the all-new CultureCast. We're talking tonight Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, the duology that's now become a trilogy with the upcoming Face the Music movie, which will be out as of this recording in a couple of weeks. So.
And there's only 2 of them, right?
No, there's 7. Haven't you watched them all?
God, don't say there's more than 2.
But there's only 2, right?
There's only 2, yes.
Okay,
okay. The new one will be the long-awaited third one.
Yeah.
Long-awaited by who? I want to know.
Yeah, we'll talk about that because I have questions on that myself. But so I guess to get started with this, we'll chat a little bit about the first one, then a little about the second one, and then just we'll kind of go from there. So I'll get us started here. I absolutely love the first one. It's a movie I kind of grew up with. I was a little kid. I don't know, not a little kid. I don't know how old was I.
When was it released?
It was released in '89, I think, but I didn't watch it until like the early '90s.
Okay.
So
I was 1 year old then.
So I caught up with it later on, but I thought it was no wait. I think I watched it in '90 because it was before I saw the second one. And not important. But I liked it, and it's a movie that I think still holds up. The first one, it's silly, it's fun, it's a good summer comedy, and yeah, there's that. Gorehound, what's your opinion of number 1? Just real quick.
Real quick, I've never seen it.
Like you didn't watch it like at all?
Yeah, I'm completely I know the basic premise. The Graveyard Queen gave me a quick rundown of the plot synopsis. But other than that, I've never seen it.
Just one quick question: how can you be on a commentary who've never seen the movie? And that's important.
I'm just in here for the fun.
Well, if you're in it for the fun for this movie, I'm not sure there's a lot to be had.
So I take it you don't like Bill and Ted?
You know what? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm like a huge Keanu Reeves fan. And like I don't
How
feel.
can you be a huge Keanu Reeves fan and not see this movie?
Well,
That's
hear me out. Like
required watching.
I don't feel like I slight his persona by not seeing this, because like I feel like my respect for him is like significantly high, where like I don't need to see his entire discography to like pay homage to him. Like I am a Keanu Reeves fan through and through, and I don't need to see everything to make that statement. So
you must not be.
Don't see this movie then.
Well, okay.
Is it really that bad?
Why do you not you don't like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
Okay, so
I can see not liking the second one, but
I thought I did until I watched the first one again, just for this conversation, because I hadn't seen it probably in a decade or more, and I really had no memory of really what it was about. All then, I mean, I knew roughly the premise, and I knew that I had liked it, and time travel aspect, and all the people from the past, and coming to San Dimas in the '80s and checking it out. Very cool, right? And it was fun. I got through it, but oh god, number 2, I didn't even finish it. Number 2. These movies do not hold up. I'm sorry.
Number 1 holds up for me just fine. For me, it's still a good '80s comedy. Number 2 is terrible. I remember.
Can you give a plot synopsis of number 2 and how it differs?
Okay. So the first one is Brian. Do you mind if I do it?
No.
Okay. So the first one is Bill and Ted are kind of two knuckleheads who need to pass their history exam, because if they don't, they'll be separated. They won't be able to start their band, and their music leads to a utopia in the future.
Okay.
Simple premise. That's what makes
Yeah.
it cool.
Yeah, very
Okay.
simple. And so they decide, they have a time machine. They decide to go take historical figures and bring them to the present as a part of their history exam. And hijinks ensue because, they cause trouble in the present, and, all of that.
Sure.
Simple premise, good use for comedy because these are two dopes and they don't know what they're doing, and they're like, "Hey, Billy the Kid," or "Hey, Mister the Kid." They're very goofy, likable characters, but goofy. The second one takes place, which I didn't catch this before. I guess it takes place 5 years after the first one, which they reference very quickly in the movie, which I never noticed that before.
Which is interesting because it doesn't really, as far as when the movie's made, it's not. It's like 2 years.
Yeah, I was like, they made it 2 years later. Yeah, I guess they wanted
Hmm.
them to be older. You see them drinking beer in the movie, and so I guess they need to be a little bit older. It's really not important, but it's just an interesting side note.
Yeah.
They are trying to join a Battle of the Bands, and supposedly their success at Battle of the Bands leads them to their next point, which will lead to this utopia. But a guy from the future who doesn't like how happy everything is wants to go back in time and change it, kill Bill and Ted, kill their chances of stopping this utopia from happening. So they send duplicates of Bill and Ted to go back in time, robot duplicates. They kill them, and then Bill and Ted go to hell. Then they come to
Nice.
heaven,
Fuck yeah.
and they make friends with death. They decide we need to go back. We gotta save our girlfriends, and so
It
they
sounds way cooler when you say it out loud.
yeah.
Than the movie.
It sounds pretty sick.
Here's the thing. It's a lot of neat ideas, but it's so needlessly complex that it's like I'll give them credit. They did something completely different from the first one. So it's not like they just did the same thing. Like, we got to go get these historical characters again for something. I'll give them credit where credit is due, that they did something very different. But it's
It
all
sounds
over the
really
place.
awesome. I mean, and I feel like this was during a time when you could just throw anything in the movie. Like, think of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, where it was just like you just throw all the shit in the movie and like it's still like fun as shit. I feel like
Yeah.
it's similar.
Yeah. Huh. See, you say that, but you haven't seen the movie to see how all of it doesn't work.
Well, maybe in 1991 it worked, but in 2020.
Here's the thing. I went to go see this movie either opening weekend or the week after in 1991 with a friend of mine.
Oh man.
And I came out of the movie thinking, and keep in mind, I'm what, 9 or so at the time. I'm thinking, this movie kind of sucked. I mean, it was fun seeing Bill and Ted again, but it was like
You
there's
were
nothing.
a critic even at 9, huh?
Well, I mean, you'd think as a 9-year-old, you're like, oh, Bill and Ted, cool, because I was excited for the movie. I remember when I first saw a trailer on TV for it. I didn't know they were making this. Like, I literally stood up going, oh, they're making another one. I was like, I
Yeah.
was legitimately excited.
Yeah.
Like, and I went to go see it, and I'm like, oh, this is what they did. And I remember a couple years after that, I saw it was on TV, and I'm like, all right, I'll watch it. It was on, and I remember liking it a little bit better, but not like this is still like what were they thinking with this? Like, I felt it's kind of like the Rise of Skywalker, the Star Wars movie, where it's like you need to get a thing to get to a thing to get to a thing to get to the thing. Like the storyline's all over the place. Like they run away from death, then they try to possess their father, and
Yeah,
then
Rise of Skywalker was still fun.
sure, and
With Daisy Ridley, she was great.
I didn't mind that movie. That's another conversation. But it kind of like.
well, this is not the Star Wars podcast. It's a shame we missed you.
It all leads back.
Yeah, it's a shame we missed you on that one, Brian. But it's just like too much. It wasn't focused as much. Like it was a journey, so they weren't lying on the title, It was bogus for the audience, but they weren't lying that it was a journey.
What a zinger.
But like by the time they get back to Earth, because they win, they beat Death at games, and Death is the best thing about that movie. I think everything he does is hilarious in that film. But it just.
What's about the special effects? Those were brutal. I just literally
Yes.
brutal. Even for 91.
I know.
God, how did you get away with this?
I don't. The effects in the first one, which there weren't many, but they were decent. They had a budget. Like you think the first one was successful. You think usually a sequel gets a little bit more money. I don't know what they spent the effects on. I really don't. Like you never see the phone booth disappear. Anytime it's about to go into the ground, they cut away. You never actually see that do it. And that was like the standard effect in the first one.
Yes, which is very cool. But now,
like there's another scene where like it's clear that Bill and Ted are in a like green screen because they do not like it doesn't match.
I can
And there's
see that,
other scenes where like they pan up to the sky and it's clear it's not the actual sky that's supposed to be there. It's really bad green screen effects. Like when they're spirits, they jump in to like try to possess people. It's very cartoony. It's so weird that for I don't know how much the movie cost. I'm gonna look that up, but I don't know. Like the effects in the first one were decent for the movie. The second one was just
right. And think about the first movie. They went to period. They went to the Old West. They went to medieval times. They went to the
actual yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's not special effects so much, but that's a big budget. That's a lot of set building.
Yeah. Okay, so the budget on the first movie was $6.5 million, and they made a box office of $40 million. So it was a runaway success, and that's a very small budget, and they made it work. They really did. Let's see, Bogus Journey was made for $20 million. Ooh, and only made $38 million in the box office. So it was kind of a bomb.
$20 million? Where did that money go?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, even for like 20 million for 91, that's a decent chunk of change for a comedy. Like say what you will about Michael Bay movies, and there's plenty you can do, but his movies are like $200 million. You see every dollar on that screen.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The effects were just.
The thing that bugs me, I was really getting old. Just how they talk, dude, yeah, rock out, yeah. It's just like after a while, it's like, okay. I hope this new movie they really tone that shit down. Just older, grow up a little bit.
Yeah.
So can you compare? So the second one sounds like it was like just dirt, like 0 out of 5 stars, right?
I don't know if I go 0 out of 5, but it was what's that?
1 or 2 stars maybe.
Okay, 1 or 2. Okay.
Yeah, it was very disappointing, and it's just like not good.
So when thinking about this, it kind of seemed the two characters kind of right now kind of seem like, dude, where's my car? How would you compare these two characters in the second one to dude, where's my car?
I don't think the characters changed too much, but I felt they were a little bit more insufferable in the second one, just because of like you're saying, Brian, the dude, way. The first one didn't bother me so much, but
not as much, yeah.
But like, I don't know if they played it up more or they thought this is what the audience likes, so we're gonna do that.
So perhaps the script dropped the ball in the second one.
Well, definitely the script didn't help matters. It was definitely one of the issues. And it was written by the same guy, who wrote the first one, so there's that.
Yeah.
And there's so many plot holes in the second one. Like Rufus, played by George Carlin, he disappears throughout the entire movie, but then it's revealed, spoilers, that he was really the person setting up the battle of the bands all along, like in a disguise. And it's like, well, why? Why didn't he be like, hey, guys, someone's going to come and kill you. We need to not let you do this. And like it doesn't explain why he didn't do any of that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's dumb. Like Death steals the show. Like when they're playing the games, you can find these clips on YouTube where he keeps losing and he keeps like changing the rules, like best 2 out of 3 or 2 out of 3. And like, do you want to go 3 out of 5? Damn straight. I mean that was funny. Like Death is hilarious in this movie. They gave me a Melvin, but
So you think was better than Keanu Reeves in this movie?
well, he doesn't go to the screen and say, "I am an FBI agent" like he does in Point Break, but Death definitely was the um still stole the show in that.
I just find it hard to believe that Keanu Reeves is even in these movies. I don't even think that him in these movies. It's just so lowbrow for him. I just that's why I'm kind of surprised why he did a third one. He's got a lot going on with the John. It's not like he hasn't worked in 20 years or 10 years. He's bigger now than maybe he's ever been, or at least as big.
Yeah, his trajectory seems to be pretty like linear. Like he's been going like up and he has not stopped getting more popular.
So why make another one of these seemingly just garbage movies? I mean, really, they just,
I'm guessing he must have. I guess he must have really liked them. I know I've been trying to make this movie for.
And he's just a great guy.
30 years, but I don't know. He must like it. It's one of those roles like, why not come back to it? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, what else is he doing? Working from home?
He's got Matrix 4, or not, right? 4 coming out?
Yeah. That seems like a terrible idea, but what do I know?
But hey,
I mean, Keanu could do it. I mean, I'm coming into this. Keanu is 5 out of 5 in everything he does. So.
Sounds like you might be in love with Keanu Reeves.
That's an accurate statement. Yeah.
Like I'm curious on the third one. Like the way number 2 ended.
I didn't get through it. It reminded me because I didn't get through it. I stopped it last night.
So they're about to play. Oh, again, that's the whole thing. The end of the movie is just a huge mess where, like, they say they destroy the evil robots because when they come back to life, they have an alien they bring with that makes good version robots of them.
Those aliens they got from God.
Yeah, Station. Yeah.
Station.
Station. And it's weird. Throughout the whole movie, they keep going Station, like it's like a future word for like cool or awesome. But then this guy's name is Station, which I don't. Whatever.
Can you reiterate what the purpose of these aliens or these creatures are? Because I'm seeing screenshots of them.
No purpose other than I guess that's where the $20 million went in the costume. But they win the chance to come back to life, but they realize that they need to destroy these evil robots, and they don't know how to do it. So they ask Death, like, okay, we need help. So they go to God and they talk to God, and they say, okay, we need help. And God's like, okay, here, these are like 2 geniuses that can help you build good robots. And they're like, okay. So they're allowed to bring these 2 aliens, I guess, who are dead back to life.
I see.
And the aliens are just kind of like, sure, why not? And so they bring them back to life, and they're on Earth, and they go to an electronics store and they buy a bunch of stuff, which I don't know where they had the money for, but they bought it all. And no one questions that there's aliens walking around. It's like just a thing. But nor Death walking around either. But because he's walking around with his scythe, you think, like in the first one. In the first one, you had Genghis Khan, and he's like destroying like a sports utility store. And the cops come and arrest him, and here's this other guy who's wearing black robes and a scythe walking through a store, and no one says anything. It's like the first one at least had some sense of I don't want to say realism, but like it had like a sense of groundedness, and this one's just kind of like whatever, anything can happen, sure. But at the end of the movie, they're at the Battle of the Bands, and they stop the two evil robots, and they're about to sing, and then the bad guy from the future comes, which I don't know why he didn't bring his entire like legion, because he had like an army of people in the future. He just comes on his own, um, and they stop him like real quickly, and then like, okay, we got to play.
How did he get there, by the way?
He had the phone booth.
Interesting. Well, it seemed that they needed to steal that from Rufus in the first place, but they had another one, I guess.
Can anybody
Well,
use the phone booth?
As long as you knew the addresses, yeah.
I see.
So, well, in the beginning of the movie, the evil robots come back in time in the phone booth, and then they send the phone booth back to the future.
Oh, okay.
So I'm guessing that's where he got it at. Um, so they arrest the bad guy, and then it's like, all right, continue playing. You think by this time the cops would just like shut the whole thing down because too much crazy stuff is going on, but it's like, okay, play. And I'd be pissed if I was the other bands because they're all playing their sets and these yokels like make a mockery of the whole thing, but whatever. And they realize we don't know how to play, so they go in the phone booth, they go to the future, they come back like a second later, and like for them like a year and a half has passed and where they could learn to play guitars, and they're married and have kids now. And so they play and presumably they win the battle of the bands, even though they play a song that they didn't even write. And they don't even sing during it. It's
Okay,
weird.
now that you're describing it, I could see how awful it is.
It's like it's a mess. It's like they didn't know how to end this, so they just kept making stuff up. And um and then the end of the movie, and this part I really liked, like during the credits they have like a montage of like news articles of like how like their music is like solving world peace, and how like they go to Mars to sing, and they do all these things. And that stuff was funny because one part of it, like there's like a little subplot in there in the during the credits during the articles where Death tries to break away from Wild Stallions to start a solo career. It turns
Yeah.
out the solo career like bombs, so he comes back to the band. Like again, Death is the best part of this movie. But like the implication is like after that point they reach their destiny to solve the problems of the future, and that's how everything happens. Which makes me wonder about the third movie because presumably none of that had happened. So I'm curious to see how they're going to like tie into that, because at the end of that second one, they're playing all over the world. They go to space to play, and based on the previews, they're still nothings like 30 years later. So,
Well, maybe. Well, never mind. I was going to say maybe take place after number one, but yeah, number two exists in their world because Death is in it. So it has
yeah.
continuation.
Yeah, like they ignore the sequel, which is, I guess, a common thing that movies do now.
Yeah. But isn't it odd too that they had two opportunities to introduce some new music from an artist that's out in the world that they do with a lot of movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like an artist writes a song just for the movie and it promotes the movie. They could have done that twice and make it a Wild Stallions song in the movie, but they didn't do it.
Right. Like you're talking about like it both in the first movie and the second one?
Or I mean either one. I mean then it'd be the same song. I think they missed two opportunities as in two movies to do something like that.
Oh, okay.
Someone of the time.
Yeah.
Popular.
The second one would make a lot, like the first one they didn't know how to play. That was part of the joke, because they're supposed to be these great musicians, but they can't play at all. The second one, the whole thing is they're supposed to make the greatest song ever that's supposed to solve everything, and they don't. And I guess not that that had to be the song that won, but yeah, they just like, what do they say? Like God made rock and roll. Was that? I think that's what they play at the end, something like that. But which is, it's not even their song. I mean,
It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a movie where they could have had, like they've done more recently. They have a full soundtrack of cool music. They could have done Bill and Ted's, like The Wedding Singer, whatever was all these songs in the movie you could buy a soundtrack for, But
were there a lot of good songs in this?
Nope.
No, there's no songs in it.
There's nothing.
But in the first one there were.
No, that's.
Oh, so you're saying that they could have capitalized on that?
They could have, right? Yeah.
I see. Yeah, the Wedding Singer soundtrack was, standalone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I mean,
So,
half the gag is that they don't know how to play, but at the end they do know how to play. So they could have had like a special
something.
song of the movie sort of thing, which a lot of movies have.
Uh,
Yeah. Like a top, like,
like Jay and Silent Bob with the I forgot the name. That band that plays at the end of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Oh, the time.
Yeah. Morris Day and the Time.
More Stay in the Time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not exactly the same thing, but I see what you're going for.
It's analogous.
um,
okay,
but
so can we please talk about the most bizarre part in the movies? I think possibly the most bizarre part, the love triangle between Missy, the two parents, Bill and Ted's dads, and passing this girl around who is seemingly only a couple years older than Bill and Ted, less than 5, like 4 years or whatever they referenced it in the first movie. I don't remember off the top of my head.
it's implied that she was a senior when they were freshmen.
Right, so 3 or 4 years. 3
Yeah.
years. What? It just seems like a weird thing. Even now, it seems weird.
The first one didn't bother me because it was kind of a funny gag that Bill's dad clearly married a young trophy wife for whatever reason. And like he was an older guy.
Right.
And in the second one, it was weird when I saw that Missy had married. I mean,
Yeah,
Ted's dad.
Ted's dad. Yeah.
And it's one of those ideas that like that's kind of funny, but I'm surprised they kept with it because it doesn't add to anything.
Yeah.
I guess it's just a weird gag because she clearly hops around husband to husband. Like at the end of the movie, there's an article that gets shown on the screen that shows that Missy ends up marrying the villain of the movie.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
That's fun.
So like it is kind of weird that they had her marry Ted's dad in the second one, but I gotta give credit where credit's due that they brought back the actor who played Bill's dad for that one scene to make him look all depressed because he saw his ex-wife with
Right,
someone.
the party. Yeah.
Yeah, he just like was looking like, and like that's all they had him for, that one scene. So I wonder if Missy will be in the new one with like yet another husband.
She isn't. I mean, she's not a gold digger. They weren't rich. She's just like the older guys, I guess.
Yeah. And it seemed like she really liked being a housewife, because in the first one, what's that?
She made the sandwiches.
Yeah, and like she was like watering the
Yeah.
the hedges, and she's like, "Okay, Bill, I could ride you to the store, but you have to do your chores first."
Yeah,
So
right. And he made her call her mom.
yeah, hey Missy, I mean Mom.
That was fun. The first movie had something for sure.
Yeah, it was kind of like, I won't say I'd compare it to Ghostbusters, but it was kind of like a lightning in a bottle sort of situation, because it was a movie that kind of came around at the right time with the right tone, with the right characters. It, for me, it just worked. And then they do the second one, and it's like, one, they did something completely different, but it's almost like they tried too hard to be different. It's like when we were talking about Ghostbusters 2 a couple weeks ago, it's trying to find that balance to doing something different, but not different enough to where people be like, what is this? So.
Well, there's a lot of sequels. We got Bill and Ted, and you got another Ghostbusters coming out. There's a lot to look forward to, and I'll see how things have settled over time.
Right. Are you talking about like the sequels like 30 years after the fact?
Right, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
It's time to be alive to see all this stuff.
Yeah, even the DC movies, like supposedly the Flash movie, if that ever gets made, is going to feature Michael Keaton as Batman again.
Yeah, that's so exciting.
Wait, why do you think it's not going to get made?
The Flash movie has been in production for like 20 years, it seems like. So I'll believe it actually gets made when they're
Yeah,
filming, and even
but
then, I won't believe it until I'm
all of
actually
these
seeing
headlines
it.
have just come out about Ben Affleck starring in it.
Yeah, but they've been saying that they've been make this movie has been being made. You can't see this because it's audio, but I'm making air quotes for like a couple of years now. And every
I
time they
see.
say, "Oh, a new director, and we're going to do it this time,"
I
and then,
see.
"Oh, now we have a new director, and this time it's going to be done,"
I
and
see.
it's like, all right, we'll see. So
Yeah, but
I'm not holding my breath.
You have a
as
good way of making things more clear. I appreciate that.
but,
This is why I'm on this earth.
but as this year, anything could happen. You got COVID, you got the Snyder cut, anything could happen. I see you, Nick. I have been
Yeah.
culture. I'm excited about the Snyder cut. I am
Um,
actually pumped.
I'm not. I haven't seen regular Justice League yet. It's on my
You ha-
DVR
How
well,
have you
no,
not seen that?
because I don't have the energy to see it right now.
Huh?
Man of Steel was such a for me,
Yeah.
and all the reviews for all the other ones have been like
Yeah.
I can't deal with
Well, you
this.
got to keep up.
you gotta watch B versus S because
I'll check.
Ultimate Edition, the longer cut. It's I think the best version.
But isn't it like 7 hours long?
No, it's not that long. I honestly, I just watched it recently. I like it. I said it. I
Wait,
like Batman vs Superman. I
can
like
you reiterate the title? Or what are you talking about?
Batman vs Superman Ultimate
Ah,
Edition. There's
I see.
multiple versions of it. There's a regular version, there's like a director's cut, and
I
there's
see.
an Ultimate Edition.
I'll see it eventually. I am intrigued about the Snyder cut because I want to see regular Justice League and then what
Which
the
is
new one actually does.
yeah.
To see, my belief on that is it's still going to be terrible, but in a different way.
Yeah.
Might be. Might
I'm
be.
just looking forward to the articles telling me the differences between the two. 'Cause I'm not going to be able to tell.
So yeah, we'll find out.
A lot of differences.
Supposedly it's going to be like
A whole different
the
movie.
Snyder cut's going to be like 4 hours long or something like that.
Yeah, four part thing on the max there.
I do appreciate a long movie.
So anyway, forget about the Snyder cut right now. That's
How did we get from Bill and Ted to Marvel? I mean to DC.
it's DC.
Natural progression.
So the new Iron Man movie. Um, so yeah, I feel like we've been focusing more on how like we're just like dumping on Bogus Journey a lot, which we should because
Yeah,
it's a
so
terrible
what makes
movie.
the first one so good?
You know, it's fun.
Is it
It's
just one of those things where like in the 90s when you put a movie out, you just like put all these elements into it and it just worked. And it just got some sort of synergy with, script, innovation, characters, and it just worked perfect because there were so many original ideas that were just like being thrown out.
I think that's partially, and I
That
think
that's my
also
interpretation of why it is so acclaimed.
like I think Brian, you were kind of on the money when you said the first one, the premise was simple. Like it's kind of high concept with time travel, but what they had to do was very simple and focused. Get historical characters, pass your history exam. Boom. Anyone could relate to that. Well, not the time travel part, but passing the test. The second one, it's like it's time travel, but they die, and then they go to heaven, then they get an alien, then there's robots, they gotta fight the robots, and then they gotta play a battle. Like it's not as simple. It's a little bit too. It's like weird for the sake of being weird. I mean, some of the set design was good, like when they're in hell and everything. It reminded me very much of Beetlejuice, like some of the weird
Yes.
sets they had.
Yes, they did.
But it's I don't know. I just
Yeah, I think it's one of those movies that works one time, and it just doesn't work more than once.
yeah. So I have like dirt level expectations for number 3.
Right. I don't.
I inadvertently almost bought it the other day too. Like it's not
Oh,
out
one of
yet.
those pre-order things.
Yeah, well, I was googling the new movie and it said like you could find get it on these services.
Yeah.
And I saw like Amazon, like so I clicked on the Amazon link, and it said like for rent or purchase. So I'm like, oh, I'm curious, like how much you'll rent versus how much for purchase. And I click on it, and it said, thank you, your order is confirmed. Like, wait, no! So I was able to cancel it because it hasn't been released yet. But
Yeah. How much would you have forked over
it's $25. I don't know.
to rent it?
I don't know. I don't know if it's for a
Okay.
rental or just a purchase. I mean, I guess if you were going to go to the theater, $25 is probably on par what you'd be paying, but I don't know. If it was like 15 to 20 maybe.
I don't know. All the prices for seeing a movie at home on opening day is just outrageous. And like the only way that I would do it is to like see Godzilla. But like I've been wanting to see Godzilla for like 2 years now. So I would pay that $25 to see Godzilla the opening day in my house. But like nothing else I would see it.
It'd have to be a special movie. I'd rather go burn $20 in the backyard because I'm not paying $20 to buy Bill and Ted or rent Bill and Ted's whatever space.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna happen.
Because if I were to see the third one, I would be excited only because it's Keanu Reeves, and I would want to see the first two, but really only for that satisfaction of seeing Keanu in another movie in 2020. Like, there's really no nostalgia or anything going into this. I'm simply going off of like the hype of Keanu Reeves in 2020 right now. Like, I'm not really thinking about any of his like 90s work that's about this new movie.
Well, you should binge them. Binge like all three at once.
Well, I'm already looking into a DVD set, and I think I can get it for like $10 for both of them.
Here's another suggestion. Library.
Yeah.
I
could do that.
I've seen the first one so many times that I didn't need to rewatch it. Like I know it enough to like talk about it, I think. The second one the last time I saw it was probably 20 years ago. So I needed to rewatch that just for my own sake. Maybe I'd like it more. I didn't. But I rented it from the library, and because I wasn't going to pay for it.
Yeah.
I don't care if it was like $3 off of Amazon. I'm not going to pay for it.
That's what I had to do.
Yeah.
And what's funny is when I went to go rent it on Amazon on the library, like all the copies were out. So
of course, yeah.
I requested multiple versions of it. Like I requested a DVD, a Blu-ray, and a VHS actually.
The audiobook.
And I still have a VHS player somewhere in the house, so I could hook that up if need be.
Yeah.
But
same here.
Joke's on me, I guess, is that the DVD and the VHS came in at the same time, so I went to the library to rent it out.
You could actually rent a VHS from the library?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, go whichever library you attend to. That's awesome.
Mine was from the Geneva Library, but it didn't come. It came from a different, like it was an interlibrary loan.
Yeah.
So I don't know which library it came from, but when I got at the desk, I'm like, I don't need the VHS because it's the same movie, and I was just trying to hedge my bets.
Not for me, Just get it for somebody else.
Yeah.
That's how it was meant to be watched on VHS. So you can't really see how bad the special effects are. It's all grainy.
Just get it for a friend,
Like you buy a bunch of porno to hide the fact you're renting Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
On VHS. Don't show me your flip phone.
This one, my flip phone? Shut up. My flip phone's awesome. I know you're jealous.
No, but in searching for Bill and Ted's Excellent Collection is the compilation of the two DVDs. But then I remember that I wanted to watch Creepshow because you had mentioned that, and I could get that for $8.
So you went with Creepshow instead?
Yeah.
Probably the smarter of ideas.
Yeah. It just goes a lot more in tune with my personality.
I want to see Creepshow. I've been watching some clips from it lately. It looks pretty good.
Yeah. I'm like I'll get it, and probably by Halloween I'll get around to watching it, based on my schedule. So.
I'm almost done watching the Friday the 13th. I'm sorry, the Freddy Krueger movies.
Yeah.
I just got number 5 from the library, and then it's Freddy's Dead, I think.
How were those? I haven't seen those in so long.
I think they get progressively better. Now you're the bigger Freddy
Oh.
fan.
It's a interesting opinion. I mean, I love all of them, and I think that they each have their, but it like from the first one, it's great, and it's like kind of rocky until like the last one, and it's like this isn't even on a scale. Like it's just so weird because it's so meta.
Oh, the New Nightmare?
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
New Nightmare was great.
it's so weird, but it's like it's really great, and that's at which point like Robert Englund like transcends the Freddy Krueger persona.
So I'm hoping. Like I said, I feel I've watched up to 4 and New Nightmare. I don't count New Nightmare because it's its own thing.
Uh,
So I'm hoping, and I've been enjoying them more and more as they've been going along.
and you're not
So
forgetting about Freddy v Jason, right?
I've seen that one before.
Okay.
I like that one actually. That one I
Yeah.
remember quite well.
It's fun. It's fun.
I haven't seen that since opening day. So
Yeah. I think I saw it opening day also.
I saw it in the theater too.
Yeah.
maybe we were all in the same place.
When did that come out? What year was that?
03.
Oh,
Do you
yes.
actually know that, or were you guessing?
I know it.
No,
Because I remember who I saw it with. I didn't know this person until like that time.
You must have saw it at Eastern then. That's probably where I saw it down in
Yeah.
Charlotte.
How are you that good? 03, yeah.
Well, I got skills that
Yeah.
many can't have.
Oh,
You know, when movies are released, it's a thing. Some call it a curse, but
Wait, how did we get from Bill and Ted to Freddy Krueger?
Yeah.
Is the series just that bad that like we can't stay focused on it for like more than 5 minutes?
We can't. There's nothing more to say.
see, to me, the first one's good, and like I got nothing to say other than it's good, it's fun, I think it's funny. The only jokes, and each movie does it, that stand out are each one has a homophobia joke in it, which is just kind of cringy in today's world.
Yeah, it's solidified.
They say a couple times, don't they?
Yeah.
It was really surprising when I heard that. I'm like, oh God, I can't believe they're saying that stuff. Even
Yeah. Well, I mean, back then, I guess people didn't. I don't want to say people didn't care, but it wasn't as the forefront in people's minds. So we'll see if the new ones say it.
yeah, I doubt it.
I mean, I guess it makes sense why they said it each time, but it's still kind of like, oof, that takes me out of the movie a little bit.
It really does. It hits you across the face. Like, oh man.
Yeah, ages it.
But I don't know. I like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I don't own it. I should get a copy of it, but I don't. It's a childhood movie of mine. Maybe if I didn't watch it as a kid, I watch it now, it wouldn't work as much for me.
Yeah.
But
well, maybe you could buy it and drop it off or something.
Yeah, that's something I could do.
Dude, but I don't have to buy it and sit on my shelf.
I don't have money to like buy stuff like that. Like Brian, you said like a couple weeks ago, like, oh Nick, we all know you're making money off this podcast. Like, no, I'm losing money off of this podcast.
I don't remember saying that, but I might have.
No, I hate paying for rentals like outside of Redbox. Like if I have to like pay $4 on Amazon to rent something, I did that once, and it was just like it felt like it hurt me. And because I'm fine, buying a used DVD on eBay just to watch it, because I would frequently do that. Like I could go to the rental store and rent it for $4, or I could just like buy it for $5, and then I could just like watch it on my own time. So I'm completely in line with buying a less than $10 DVD to watch it.
That was like my mom's logic on certain things. She would her big thing back in the day was when Blockbuster would have those like 4 movies for $10 or something like that, when they have their like they're trying to get rid of like the older movies so they don't have any of my copies of it. My mom would go and like almost every other day, well, maybe not every day, like at least once a week, and she'd pick up 4 movies that she just kind of wanted to watch, because she liked watching movies. So
I remember Blockbuster used to be so expensive, but I would love to hear what their prices were to like compare that with 2020 prices to be like what was expensive then.
I remember renting a video was like either $2.99 or $3.99.
It was $4. I remember it being close to $4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can keep it for like 3 days. I should remember. I used to work for Blockbuster, but
Did you?
yeah, one summer when I was teaching down at Effingham, Illinois, I needed something to do with my time. So the summer of summer of 07, I got a part-time job at the local Blockbuster. I think I still have the shirt somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not
How
gonna
did
get
we
rid of
get
that.
from Bill and Ted to Blockbuster now?
Well, you're talking about buying stuff, and
Can't stay on the movie. It's not that good. It's not worthy of our time.
I'm curious if Rick ended up being able to come to this, how he would be.
That's a good question.
Because I suspect Rick likes these movies, or at least the first one a lot. But
Maybe we could do a follow-up. Or we
Well,
could
if
just get distracted again and see what and just rail on him.
if we do number 3, then
You can touch back, maybe.
we could circle back with Rick. Like, what are your opinions on the first 2?
Brian, what's the possibility you're gonna watch the third one?
I'll watch it. I'm intrigued now. I'm kind of roped in.
Yeah.
I definitely, if we wouldn't have done this podcast and I wouldn't have watched the first 2 or the first 1.5 a second, I would not have probably seen it or cared less, unless it was free. But
Okay.
I would have not paid for it. Now I probably will pay and rent it. And
The $25?
no, if
Okay.
it's, I don't honestly. You gotta be able to rent it for $4 or $5. Most rentals are like in that ballpark.
For a new movie, I don't know.
I don't know. I imagine like 4 weeks after you can probably watch it for about that $4 range.
Yeah.
It'd be hard for us to pay $20 to watch this movie. I'm gonna see what it is on Rotten Tomatoes.
We can discuss options at a later time.
But it is post 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna have to sign off.
Okay. Well, I think we're pretty much done here. I guess if we keep talking, we're going to be distracted on something else. We'll end up talking about
other than these movies because we have nothing else to say.
We could cover Trump. We could cover COVID. We could go somewhere with this.
Easily.
But I have no closing thoughts because I haven't seen either of these.
Well, I hope you get a chance to see them, so you could be the decision maker whether these movies are worth your time or not.
I've got a long queue of movies to watch, and it has been added to the end.
You could prioritize.
It's
Bring it right up.
I've got seasons 1 through 5 of Archer that I want to rewatch, that I will rewatch before this.
You better get going.
All right, we'll wrap up here. Well, Brian Gorehound, thanks for being on tonight on our kind of conversation on Bill and Ted.
Pleasure.
And we'll be back next week. I don't know if we're talking. I don't know when this one's going up. It's the 8:23 right now. I still have one episode to edit and upload this week from the past that Jen and I did, so we'll get to it. But all right. I'm Nick.
I'm the Gorehound.
I'm Brian.
And this has been the All New Culture Cast. We'll talk to you next time, everyone.
Take care.
Bye.
You've been listening to the All New Culture Cast. We try to post new episodes every Monday evenings, 3 to 4 times a month. Check out our backlog. We could be found at allnewculturecast.libsyn.com. You can also find us on Apple iTunes and wherever else podcasts can be downloaded and listened to. This has been the All New Culture Cast, a Saltwater production. Original material, copyright 2020. Thanks for listening.
If I see 1 and 2 before the release date, I'll give you $3 for this movie.
We'll negotiate.
You're overpaying.